In a distant kingdom nestled between misty mountains and rivers that glistened like liquid sapphire, there lived a carpenter named Aaron. His fame had spread across the land, not because he built the most furniture, but because his few works were said to hold the spirit of stillness itself. Chairs that felt like they'd been waiting just for you. Tables that seemed to silence arguments when families gathered. One day King Virendra summoned Aaron to the palace. "I desire a closet," the king said. "Not just any closet, a masterpiece. One that will last generations. One that reflects beauty, order, and grace. You have 10 days. Aaron bowed gently. "I accept, your majesty." But King Virendra, wary of being deceived by artisans who overpromised, sent a royal spy to observe the carpenter's every move. Day 1. The spy crouched behind a silk curtain in the royal workshop. Aaron entered barefoot. He walked to the center of the room and sat cross-legged. He did not touch a single tool. He simply closed his eyes. Day 2. The carpenter remained still. He opened his eyes briefly to look at the raw teak wood delivered from the palace stores, then closed them again. Day 3 to 5. He breathed, slow as the tide. The spy grew restless. Has he fallen asleep? Is he stalling? Does he even know what he's doing? But Aaron wasn't sleeping. He was letting go of the fear of failure, of the pride that wanted to impress a king, of the desire for reward, of the image in his mind of the perfect closet. He sat until all that was left was presence, calm, simple, aware. Day 6. At sunrise, Aaron rose. The spy, startled, leaned forward. Aaron examined each plank of teak with reverence, as if greeting old friends. Then he began. His hands moved with the grace of water, steady and deliberate. He cut no more than needed. He sanded not to hide the grain, but to let its beauty speak. He listened, not to noise, but to the wood itself. Days 7 to 10. From dawn until dusk, Aaron worked in a quiet rhythm. By the end of the 10th day, the closet stood complete. It had no ornament, no lavish carvings. Yet when the king entered the workshop, he was silenced. The closet shimmered with quiet dignity. The doors closed with a whisper. The wood grain flowed like river patterns. It felt alive. The king turned to Aaron. "Tell me, craftsman, how did you achieve such perfection, and why did you not begin until the 6th day?" Aaron bowed. "Your Majesty, the closet began the moment I sat in silence. I had to carve myself first, remove the clutter of fear, the knots of ambition, the warping of expectations. Only then could I see clearly. And when I finally touched the wood, my hands were not rushed nor driven by desire. They simply followed what was already there." The king was still. Then he smiled slowly, like dawn breaking. "You have built more than a closet," he said. "You have built a teaching." And from that day on, the story of Arun, the silent carpenter, became legend. Not as a tale of skill, but of presence. A quiet reminder that the most exquisite creations arise not from striving, but from stillness and the clarity that comes when we let go.